Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Baylor Bears and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Baylor Bears and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, one of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Cowboys ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start at the 25. Looking for room. It's Beal. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Flagway. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. quick give. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lagway. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. There he goes. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
Man, they seen it once, they seen it twice. They know we're going to throw it all day, baby.
And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. No, he got loose. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Baylor! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Young. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Here's Lagway to pass. Over the middle, it's Smith. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Now on the move. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway makes the catch. It's Morris. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Hits inside, it's Hawkins. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Quickly to the tight end. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, We're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like that back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
From the gun, it's Hawkins. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the third down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Rashad Downs going up top. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. He is in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Turning it on! Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Lagway wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Right side, it's Beal. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Flag wave. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hand it to the back. Breaks into the open.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocking, a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bears will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Defense wants to bring the heat. The give on 4th. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Coleman's got it on the right side. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Hammond. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Second down to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Flying down the right side. Past the 30, the 20, 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They look like they're about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Blue 85! Blue 85! Blue idiot!
Fresh center downs going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Nearly intercepted.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught, it's Young. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage?
Makes the grab at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Lagway. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Right side, it's Livingston. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Here's Lagway to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Under pressure. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Lagway wants to throw. Slides away. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Cal taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Making the adjustment. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Catch in the middle. It's Young. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just keep slinging it. Looking down the middle. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass is incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And it slips just inside that right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gets the back moving. Flag wave from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Move to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Wants to throw one first. Caught. Touchdown, Cowboys! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Flagway. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Flagway. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
Looking for running room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throwing, Lagway. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here. The fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Lagway to pass. That one just came off his hand badly. Second and long here.
Here we go. Ready? 88. Over.
From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Straight ahead, it's Morris. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Lagway wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Complete on 3rd down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bears!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And they did tack on the extra point.
25.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They're going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play. And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Wants to go up top on second down. Going downfield for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Flag wave. Look out. Left side is Livingston. Oh, it's a fumble. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Back to pass, it's Flagway. Out wide right, it's Brown. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That would have put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
A designed run for the quarterback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that